Hello everyone, it's Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back and being here again. And for those of you who are new, this is a channel of love, light, and peace. I ask that all who watch these videos come because you're watching them in a good way, to walk your path in a good way. This channel is for those who are on a spiritual journey and who know they're on a spiritual journey and who are looking for messages and guidance to help them walk their journey in a good way. The earth is in need of such healing at this point in time, and so I'm offering this venue, this space, as a place where folks who might be healers, who might be teachers, who might be activists, helpers of any kind, walking their path to assist the earth in her evolution forward in a good way. May this be a place where you can find rest, illumination, inspiration, and repose. And that's my intention. And so it is. So we've just finished going through the new moon in Virgo, which was on Thursday, and the eclipses also in the beginning and middle of February. And so I know this is a time where lots of shifts have been made by many of you. Lots of choices have been made by many of you. Lots of new information is coming out for some of you to integrate into your lives going forward. And the message that I'm getting from Spirit right now is just a message of balance. How do we balance all the stuff that's coming at us? How do we balance letting go of who we once were in order to step into where we're going as human beings, as spiritual beings? And also how to balance the work in the world that is very much of the physical, tangible realm, along with the very real truths, spiritual truths that we're also receiving at this point in time. So in order to really manifest who you are in the world, you must take action on the spiritual messages that you receive, right? You can't just receive them and do nothing. So I encourage you, as you move through the month of March, to find your balance between listening and acting, between doing and being, between rest and work, between play and work, between pleasure and work. There's a lot of work for us light healers and light workers to do, so may we all do that in a balanced way. That is the message that's coming up for the community in the month of March. Okay, let's go into your readings without further ado. If you want a personal reading from me, all my information is below, and sending you light and love. Hi Gemini, this is Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot, and this is your March 2018 Love and Spirituality reading. I'm just going to start with my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for Gemini's understanding. May all of Gemini's intentions be heard and answered, and I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. I would like Geminis to have love in their lives, to be in loving relationships, to have work that is creative and fulfilling, and to always be guided towards their highest destiny. Please show us the messages and energies for the month of March 2018 for Gemini in love and spirituality. And I ask that all my guides and helpers close and bar the gates, passages, and entryways so that any malevolent or negative energies that might be attracted to this space or seek to influence this space simply bounce off from those gates and energy force fields that are created, and that they be sent off to wherever is best for them. And so it is. May this sacred space be clear, cohesive, and full of light. Messages and energies for Gemini for the sign for the month of March 2018. Okay. Gemini, March 2018. Please show us the messages and energies for Gemini. For the month of March 2018. They're all feeling pretty equal in message for you, Gemini, so let me just tune into what the guides want me to do. Hang on. Okay. Middle deck. Thank you. All right, Gemini, so let me tune in to your cards. We're going to pull 4 cards today, and the first card is, each card will have a specific meaning. The first card is your challenge for the month. And your challenge for the month is Justice in Reverse. Okay. The next card is your blessing for the month. Beautiful. Your blessing for the month is Death. Got 2 major arcanas right off the bat. The next card is going to be the overall energy for the month. And you've got the 4 of Swords. Beautiful. And your last card is the spiritual guidance for the month. Okay. 2 of Pentacles, and there you are, juggling, balancing. Okay, Gemini. The last card, the card at the bottom of the deck is going to be another message for you, and that's the Fool. Beautiful. Okay. And that makes sense. So let me just tune in. Well, as I said in the intro, the theme for the month is balance, right? So you've got this 2 of Pentacles figure who's balancing those coins, juggling them back and forth. You've got Justice balancing the scales. See the scales on either side of her. Right there. So, and you are the Gemini, right? You live in the duality, so there's an extra emphasis for you this month on balance, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual balance that you're seeking to achieve. Okay. So the first card is your challenge, and the challenge for this month is Justice in Reverse. What is Justice in Reverse for you? I feel that there's some of you who are feeling wronged in a situation. Maybe there's a legal battle that's happening where this is pretty cliche, right? Because it's the Justice card. So some of you might have had a legal rule against you, whether in the mundane world or the spiritual world, and the challenge is to work with injustice in all its forms, right? So how do you bring yourself to a place where when you see injustice in the world, what do you do? Like, what actions do you take to bring it into justice, right? That's the message for a very small number of you. For most of you, I think the message is you're going to feel as if something is unfair personally to you, whether again it's a lawsuit that is worked against your favor, is resolved not in your favor, or there's just this sense of someone out there in the world wronging you in some way. It's a customer service call where you ask for something and they're like, sorry, no, you don't get that. It could be all kinds of things. This is a general reading, but it is major arcana, right? So it's coming in with a little heavier energy than a minor arcana card would. So again, challenge justice in all its forms, having to deal with forms of injustice against you, against someone else. Okay, now your blessing for the month is the card of death. So what I'm hearing immediately is that some of you who were involved in legal matters, whatever justice order has been meted out, it's signaling an end to the situation. Even if you feel that it's unjust, it does end. It does bring an end to this situation, and you are released to be in a new beginning, the Fool, one more time. Yeah, and I'm getting that this has to do for some of you with a woman who has a very sharp tongue, sharp mind, and who acted in maybe not the greatest of ways. But in any case, you're being released this month with the Death card. You're being released for something new, for something, I'm hearing, for something just different and brand new to enter your life. So I think the challenge being the Justice card in reverse is, even though you want this ending to happen, you want the new beginning to come forward, it's going to be a challenge for you because you feel that the order that was put out there was unjust. And so you may have a temptation to hold on to it instead of releasing it, that's what I'm getting. Whew. I'm getting a lot of past life stuff for you. So whoever this woman was a past life partner, perhaps, and maybe, this time around it's coming up against you rather than for you in this realm. That's for a very specific number of you. I don't know why that came through, but some of you needed to hear that. Let me just reconnect and tune back in. And the lesson for you in the Death is to see how, in order to avoid this situation in the future, what could you have done to avoid the situation? What lessons did this situation bring to you that you can now take in and integrate into your personal toolkit of experience, and just bring that going forward? I think the message as to how to work with the challenge of injustice is to say, okay, you know what, there's more life to be lived. I can't continue this battle any longer. It's sapping me of energy, it's sapping me of time, and I'm just going to choose to take what I've learned from this situation and move forward and leave it behind me. I think that's the challenge, is leaving it behind you. Okay, overall energy for the month. I like this for you, given the first two cards. Four of Swords, rest. So there's a theme of battle, and then there's the rest after the battle. The theme of like intense, almost scorpionic energy coming for you, like saying this is the end of it all, and you taking that and then going within to rest, recuperate, rejuvenate, restore yourself, restore your energy, Gemini. And you see he's armored here. It feels like, you even in rest, you can't really feel fully open, vulnerable, at peace. So just take a note of that. That quality. See, his hand is like poised on the sword, ready to grab it in case someone comes in to attack. Give yourself rest. It feels like a lot of you are very much like forward moving. I'm feeling entrepreneurial spirits. I'm feeling this sense of worldliness to the folks who are listening and who are resonating with this message. So it's like when you're out in the world, you've got dragons to face and adversaries to face. And so even in your dream world, sometimes you can't quite relax. You can't quite let your guard down. And the message is to try, because overall spiritual message for you is the Two of Pentacles, and this is about balance. This is about giving yourself the deep rest you need in order to be able to get up and play and work hard the next day and play hard the next day. And giving yourself time in the nighttime and time in the day. The Death card is, if you look at it, it's sort of a night card, and the Lady of Justice is sort of the day card. Yeah, so there's beautiful balance and duality coming through for you in this month. The extra card is the card of the Fool. And what I'm getting is, if you can put yourself in the place where this is your goal, this new beginning is your goal, you'll get through the month a lot easier, with Justice in reverse and the ending of this challenging situation. You'll get through it if you keep your goal in mind of, I want a new beginning. That's what I want. And so that's why the Fool came for you. Okay, we are going to do an oracle card from this deck, which is the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. I only have one other Doreen Virtue deck, and it's this one. It's the Goddess deck. And I saw these recently, and they just drew me in. The unicorns have been coming through in a really powerful way for me, for my own healing. So this is, it felt like gifting it to you too would be appropriate for this month, because they've been beautiful. So, dear unicorns, please show us your guidance for Gemini as they move through this month of March 2018. Please show us what they need to know. Ooh, 3 of them. Wow, Gemini, the unicorns are coming for you. Okay, the first one. Just be yourself. You are a great person. Enjoy being yourself. Very sweet energy. The next card. Worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. Okay. So for some of you who are stuck in this position, just resting, waiting for this decision to be made. Maybe some of you are waiting for the decision to be made, right? And you're feeling just like tapped out by it. Rest. And the last card, which is great, is try something new. Sorry for the glare. And these are new cards to me, so I'm going to read. I have to turn it to myself. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. So here's this unicorn trying to surf the waves with the dolphin and the orca. Right? So here's the new beginning for you that wants to come in. And the unicorns are really giving you that message. Try something new, something different. Okay? All right, Gemini. Take in the energy of that unicorn. She's really sweet and beautiful. And she's coming for you to bring a little magic to your world this month. Be well. Take care of yourselves. Keep the new beginning in your focus so that you can receive it in All right, Gemini, take care. Much love. Bye-bye.